Title: The Whispering Walls in the quaint village of Elder Hollow, where crumbling stone cottages and cobbled streets were ensnared in perpetual fog, there was a house. To the villagers, it was known as Wraith's End. It loomed on the outskirts like a ghostly sentinel, abandoned, or so everyone thought. One drizzly autumn evening, young Eliza ventured towards the house on a dare. The other village youth, more sensible or perhaps more cowardly, stayed behind, whispering tales of the infamous house. As their fire flickered in the wind, Eliza approached the old iron gate, which creaked open as if inviting her inside. Afraid of ghosts, she muttered to herself as she ascended the steps, her voice dwarfed by the distant howl of the wind. Inside, the house was shrouded in shadows. Peeling wallpaper revealed secrets of a bygone era, and the floorboards creaked warnings with every step. Eliza, determined not to show fear, called out mockingly, "Hello? Anyone home? Or is it just the mice?" But instead of silence, a voice, soft, yet unmistakable, answered her. "Come closer, child," it whispered through the walls, making the hair on her neck stand. The message was clear: the house had been waiting. Driven by intrigue and defiance, Eliza moved deeper, following the ghostly whispers that now promised enigmas only the bravest could unravel. The corridors led her to a grand, yet decaying library, where dusty tomes huddled on sagging shelves. A flicker of movement in the corner drew her attention. A shadow, barely perceptible, danced on the edge of her vision. Eliza tried to rationalize it, her heart a traitor pounding hard. "It's just shadows," she insisted. But the walls didn't agree. They began to recite stories of long-lost inhabitants in hushed, seductive tones. Each tale was more tragic than the last, with endings never meant to be recorded. She reached out and touched the engraved cover of a particularly weathered book. It was cold against her skin. In that instant, the whispering ceased, replaced by an oppressive silence. Eliza's hands seemed glued to the book, her mind drawn into a whirlwind of ancient memories she couldn't comprehend. Outside, the village clock tower soughed midnight. The fire of the village youth had long since died, leaving Elder Hollow shivering in the grip of the chill. Back in Wraith's End, the shadows watched Eliza's form dissolve into the darkness, her presence now part of the lore the house murmured so fondly. And so, the house stood, waiting patiently once more, as the whispers continued their silent serenade to the countryside, stories waiting for another soul to dare uncover them.